is a Mii sword fighter player from Akron, while Cornball's kind of a hometown hero, Sora from here in Columbus. Cornball's been traveling around Southwest Ohio a ton, trying to come to more tournaments, trying to get his name more out there after Columbus Summit, trying to earn himself a spot for Ohio Summit today. I'm sure Fortune's trying to do the same thing. But Fortune I had to do a little bit of research into. Not a name that I recognized off the top of my head. But yeah, college student up in Akron, Mii sword fighter player, pulling out the Mii gunner and the worst Mii sword fighter. Cornball starting off with Min Min, there's Sora and Pac-Man? The Cornball Pac-Man, that's gotta be a thing, isn't it? Fortunately, I know a lot about Pac-Man into all three of these matchups, so that'll be fun to get to. Min Min sitting down next to Mii Gunner. Holy cow, what a start of Squad Strike. So Mii Gunner, surprisingly, is a really strong boxing character. Mii Gunner loves to get into close range of their opponent, try and poke at him with fair and back air, and get some combos off with nair. While Cornball is going to be trying and keeping Fortune away from him in quite the opposite fashion. It's definitely going to be a game of whether Fortune can get in versus the arms. The arms do get put into end lag when they clank with projectiles, but the fact that they clank with projectiles at all, I feel like is going to be giving Cornball a pretty good spot to be working with here. Not setting up a ledge trap. We got a fully charged shot as Fortune is trying to get himself away from his opponent by throwing out these fares. Min Min just decided to run away. Introduce yourself to the people, Mr. J. Lewis.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jay Lewis. I'm a Pittsburgh main, so you can consider that cringe if you want.
Coming down from Dayton, Ohio. In fact, we were in the same carpool. A little bit of a Dayton representation on the Squad Strike commentary this morning. So this is actually game one of Squad Strike. He's able to reflect the charge shot. Now, as I was saying, yeah, I really felt like Min Min kind of has the advantage there. Now, we kind of have the exact same situation, yeah, where all Fortune has to do is get in because all three of his characters are super stubby, while Cornball is trying to keep his opponent away from him basically at all costs. Something really interesting about Cloud Sora is that theoretically, Cloud does a lot better than Sora at a short hop distance and on the floor, but at full hop distance, where Cloud isn't actually able to cover a whole lot of anything except for like up B, Sora is in way control. If Sora is able to like jump and get in the air before Cloud Nair or Cloud back air is able to come out, Cornball will be having an advantage, but Cornball is kind of forced to play grounded for now. He kind of got hit a couple of times trying to catch a jump and was just a little bit too late. Fortune playing like as grounded as he is kind of forcing Cornball to stay on the floor.
Sure, he's also forcing him sort of to approach a lot. He's just throwing out the projectile, and then whenever he does get in, he just punishes him.
So Thundaga tries to get himself some center stage. It's going to work, but yeah, he's got to deal with that's kind of the thing with Cloud. You can't just camp him out because he's either going to be having limit or he's going to be throwing blade beams at you. Gets freeze, nothing out of it though. Limit's getting dangerously close here. Might have a second limit in this stock. Gets the American air dodge. God bless America, but Fortune's able to go low, get himself back with a roll. Super high up, but Cornball not actually able to capitalize off the juggle.
Limit just disappeared.
Yeah, because he got hit by it.
Sure.
Or maybe he was in the middle of like up beat or something when he got hit. Steals the jump, but Fortune, yeah, just going straight back to underneath the platform, trying to ledge trap Cornball while Cornball was kind of sharking underneath the stage here. He's fine. He's fine.
Got limit.
We got another limit. Shocked. Yes. Absolutely appalled that that didn't actually hit Sora. All right, Sora having a kill throw when Cloud doesn't is also kind of a sin, but now we have Fortune's main coming out, the Mii sword fighter. Real problem is I don't know what this sword fighter's moveset is. I'm familiar with several sword fighter movesets, but it seems like Fortune is a fan of Tornado Chakram, which...
And that kills.
I mean, Tornado Chakram, you kind of get the idea. But once again, we're dealing with two characters who are both extremely stubby. They're kind of forced to throw projectiles at each other until something works. And right now, Cornball's kind of struggling to just deal with all the projectiles being thrown at him. Mii Sword Fighter can throw these projectiles out a lot faster than Pac-Man can, and while Pac-Man is objectively, look at that shit, while Pac-Man is objectively the better boxing character, having to deal with Tornado and Chakram is a bitch. Doesn't get the grab. You're breathing. Got any commentary, Mr. Lewis?
Oh, sorry, Mike's
No, I just heard you breathe. Like, when people inhale, it's normally a cue for me to shush for like 5 seconds and let them say their piece.
So, he's just using a lot of projectiles to keep Pac-Man away. Pac-Man just has to charge his up a lot more. Because his neutral beat, right? That's what isn't that the right?
That's exactly what it is.
He has to charge that up to get the one that he needs to actually be able to get the same range.
While Chakram keeps coming out and out and out, Tornado can just go out and out and out. Yeah, Fortune just able to retreat. Cornball trying to create a wall here. Something really interesting about Pac-Man on Small Battlefield is that you can very effectively create a wall and a ceiling by putting the hydrant down in front of one of the platforms and then being underneath the platform. Problem was, both of those Mii Sword Fighter projectiles went through hydrant. Not a lot of projectiles actually go through hydrant. So it's like the wall isn't even there. Cornball is just kind of limiting himself from approaching Fortune in that way. That's tough.
He did try to send the hydrant there at the end with his side piece.
Right, he just went through. Okay, whoa, Sephiroth. Dude, I was thinking that Cornball would be switching off of Pac-Man, but now with yeah, no, now with Sephiroth. Okay, no, never mind. Back to Mii Sword Fighter. Maybe the Pac-Man was just not going to be able to close it out. Fortune kind of had the idea of, yeah, ending with his main, and now Cornball has the idea of ending with his main. He just decided to lead with Pac-Man. Hydrant absorbs. I'm going to guarantee you this. I know this for a fact. I know a lot about Pac-Man. If you guys know who I am, you understand what region I live in and who I have to watch every goddamn week. I know a lot about Pac-Man. None of Mii Gunner's projectiles actually go through hydrant. Most of them clank with fruit as well, which is very different from Mii Sword Fighter. You saw that Mii Sword Fighter, like Tornado and Chakram, were going through these fruits. Look at that. Mii Sword Fighter, Mii Gunner is just kind of stuck throwing out a bunch of it's kind of creating a 50-50 of whether he clanks with the fruit with one of his missiles or if he like actually does something useful. Sure, the clanking helps, but it's mostly kind of a mix-up as Fortune's sitting down here next to Cornball. Spot Dodge is going to get eaten by that fair, but we got another wall in front of us. Look at that.
Yeah,
He's got like a little house.
He just keeps sending out projectiles. Pac-Man just cannot get in close, and when he does, it's a very short trade.
I'm still feeling fine for Pac-Man because unlike against Mii Sword Fighter, yeah, Cornball actually has options in a matchup like this thanks to Hydrant not getting, not losing to the Mii Sword Fighter projectiles.
Very true.
In fact, Hydrant does really well against Mii Gunner projectiles. We got a setup here. He's going to do something. Yep, up B was going to be my choice there too. She able to shield through the mango. We got a bell. Bro thinks he's T. Doesn't even matter. He keeps the bell and he's going to charge it into a key because he can't turn it back into a Galaga, which he would love to have against Cloud. But he's going to chuck this key as soon as he can and start charging up Galaga.
Gone with the hydrant as well right there.
He lives that. Another thing I know a lot about is the Cloud Pac-Man matchup. All right, so really weirdly again, Pac-Man is a much better boxer than a lot of characters give him credit for. And we're done talking about Pac-Man now. We got Min Min coming out against Cloud. This is not a matchup that we saw in Game 1, but I am willing to bet that it's pretty good for Min Min. Cloud is not as stubby as the rest of Fortune's characters, but Cornball's Min Min is going to have a lot better time dealing with it because Cloud's projectile, not even projectile is not as good against Min Min as Mii Sword Fighter and Mii Gunners are.
So Side B is going to connect right there. Gain him an advantage today, I would say.
Yep, kind of stuck on the ledge here. Cloud is absurd at ledge trapping. Controlling center stage too, forcing Cornball back.
If he can just keep Min Min near the edge and in his face, he's got a pretty good chance against it.
We got the meatball. He's swinging it. He's swinging the meatball. That's 3 meatball swings in a row. Like he's not even messing around with the dragon.
Okay, save the limit.
Down smash doesn't actually hit from there. Jumping around it, smartest call. Fortune decided to go for something crazy there. He thought that Cornball would punish the whiff side B with a jump over, so he tried to punish it with an up smash. Did not happen. Cornball did the smart thing and just decided to not engage after the Cloud misses limit because he knows he's played Cloud before. Like we've got Clouds here in Southwest Ohio. He knows that limit, like whiffing a limit, not safe. And I mean, it is safe. Like there's no way to punish it. First hit of fair gets him down, but now we're going to be dealing with a matchup that we did not see in Game 1. Mii Sword Fighter versus Sora. Sora has a lot more speed than the other characters that we were seeing Cornball bring out. He's got air superiority. He's probably got grounded superiority. Like, as soon as he gets in, right, we can see that these projectiles are doing really well against the Mii Sword Fighter projectiles.
It is very true, because the Cloud Fireball comes out about the same speed you can keep throwing them out. So he can just keep flanking.
Yeah. As long as he's got Faraga out. And even then, we're seeing how Thundaga and Blizzaga are able to help him out. Something really interesting is, I kind of noted there that Sora's aerials are so much bigger than Mii Sword Fighters. We saw Cornball in a disadvantaged state. Yeah, he keeps being in a disadvantaged state and able to swing a fair out of it, and it's so big that it hits Mii Sword Fighter on the ground before Mii Sword Fighter can even follow up.
Very true. So game 2 is going to Cornball.
Going to Cornball. Thinking about his bands? We're going to PS2.
All right.
Personally, I would not have... no. Okay, no. Cornball is playing Min Min and... can you move your mic closer to your face, Mr. Lewis?
Yes, I can.
Thank you very much. So, PS2, incredible stage for both Min Min and Pac-Man, and it's a fine stage for Sora. I think Cornball just didn't ban it because he likes it, and then Fortune's going to be pulling PS2 out.
Do you think it's going to be the same?
Because, I don't know, because he feels like it's a good stage. Personally, I wouldn't take a Min Min and a Pac-Man to PS2, but you do you, dog. I don't know what the bans were. I don't know what the MDSR was.
Looks like it's going to be Mii Sword Fighter first versus Pac-Man.
Okay, so we have a mix-up from Fortune. Fortune's going to try and bring the Sword Fighter out, and yeah, honestly, I think Fortune realized that I need to have the Mii Sword Fighter out against Pac-Man, because that basically turns this game into a 2v3. And all two of the games have been close enough so far that, dude, he has to take so much time to charge fruit. Not even a useful fruit. All he has is Apple. He wants Galaga, and he's taken 100% and has not had the time to charge up Galaga because of these friggin' projectiles that Mii Sword Fighter pulls out. And he sucks him through the stage. You needed a side B there. You had a second side B. I guarantee you had a second side B, dog.
Well, that was a 0 to death right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm look at this. I literally said 2 versus 3 if he's able to pull out Mii Sword Fighter against Pac-Man. Fortune went for a gambit there, pulling out Mii Sword Fighter first, and that gambit paid off huge. Min Min kind of stuck here in the air, struggling to get down. I really like how Fortune is able to change up his game plan. He went from very campy to getting all up in Min Min's grill, trying to keep her in the air as much as possible. If Cornball can clean this up, yeah, if Cornball can clean up a really early Mii Sword Fighter stock, we might be in an okay spot. Meatball's sending him off stage, doesn't actually connect with the dragon. Has to deal with the friggin' tornado, bro. We trade.
Nair kills.
We trade with down air. Maybe that was Nair. Yeah, whatever.
I believe it was Nair with the Watt.
That's a fine trade, dog. Now it's all about Mii Gunner trying to get in. So we were talking earlier about how Min Min clanks with a lot of the Mii Gunner tools, the Mii Gunner projectiles. That's fine and all, because it means that the projectiles aren't coming to you. But damn, with such a low, with such a high percent.
He's doing good.
Yeah, he's got to time his get-ups. Cornball got hit twice before he's like, shit, I keep getting hit because I'm instantly getting up. You see how the fair clanked with the missile?
He's doing
saved his life.
The edge.
Nah, that one's not going to work. That one isn't going to hit you from get up. Trying to down air to get himself out. Back air trades with fair, dude.
All right, we got Sora versus Mii Gunner now.
Yep, Sora forced to fight a 1v2, which, knowing Cornball, very doable as he's able to get the air dodge read on Fortune. Big up smash, doesn't quite get the kill thanks to the tall ceilings here on PS2. Gets the shot, 32%. Dude, every single percent is so important for Fortune right now. Dude, he's 0 stocks up with only 32%. And we saw in game 2 how Sora was able to completely eat Cloud alive. Eats the American air dodge again. Fortune just keeps air dodging inwards and he keeps eating up tilts for it. He keeps eating anti-airs.
He's got limit up right now. This could be some big damage if he lands it.
Nope.
Nope.
Freezes him. That's not going to lead into an up air, but it will lead to a lot of pressure. Just kind of retaking center stage here. Dash attack, gets himself underneath the platform. Sora. All right, no, he lives. He was just trying to do some crazy shit.
Okay, limit. Oh.
Trying to catch a jump.
Neutral get
All right, man, I like it. All right,
the limit whenever he can.
Fortune going away and charging limit, like just running away from, like doing a dash attack, doing some pressure, and then just running away and charging limit. Kind of, it's working. I'll tell you that. It's just annoying as hell. Uh-oh. This is it, Luigi. This is it,
That's
Luigi. Bro, the Cloud got gimped by Thundaga at 50. So, well, that's what we said. Like, Fortune made a huge gambit, point out Mii Sword Fighter Game 1. Sure, it beat the Pac-Man, but the rest of his characters were so bad into Sora.